Let me introduce you to John. He is 28 years old and works as a software engineer. John lives in a big city, and his life is quite busy, just like many people's lives. He has a daily routine, and today he wants to share it with you. John believes that routines are very important. They help us stay organized and make sure we get things done every day. For John, having a routine helps him feel more in control of his life, and it also helps him stay productive. But why does John want to share his routine with you? He wants to show you how he uses English in his daily life, and how simple routines can teach you useful words and phrases. When we talk about daily routines, we often think they are boring or repetitive. However, routines are very important. They give us structure and make life easier to manage. We can learn a lot by looking at how other people organize their days. John's routine is a good example. By hearing about his day, you can practice new English words and learn how to describe the things you do every day. John wakes up every morning, goes to work, and then comes home in the evening. Like most people, his day is divided into 3 parts: the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. These parts of the day have different activities, and each activity is important in its own way. For John, waking up in the morning and getting ready for the day is just the beginning. In the afternoon, he works, and in the evening, he spends time relaxing with his family or doing things that help him unwind after a busy day. In this lesson, you will learn some useful words that John uses every day. You will learn words for things like waking up, eating, working, and going to bed. These words will help you talk about your own routine in English. You will also hear how John uses these words in sentences, and you can practice repeating them. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe your daily routine just like John. Learning about daily routines is a great way to improve your English. It's not just about learning new words. It's also about understanding how these words fit into real-life situations. For example, when John talks about waking up, he uses simple words like wake up and get up. These words are very useful for anyone learning English because they describe something we all do every day. In this lesson, we will explore these words and help you feel more comfortable using them in your conversations. The first part of John's day is the morning. Morning routines are different for everyone, but they usually include waking up, getting out of bed, and doing things like showering and eating breakfast. These are the activities that get John's day started. Like many people, John does these things without thinking much about them because they are part of his daily routine. But by learning the English words for these activities, you can talk about your own mornings too. John's morning starts with the sound of his alarm clock. It rings, and he wakes up. At first, he might feel sleepy, but he knows he has to get up and start his day. Sometimes, he pushes the snooze button and tries to sleep for a few more minutes. But after a short while, he gets out of bed and starts moving. This is the hardest part of his morning, but once he is up, he feels ready to take on the day. John's next task is to take a shower. He believes that starting the day with a shower helps him feel fresh and awake. After his shower, he brushes his teeth. Brushing his teeth is something he does twice a day, and it helps him feel clean and ready to face the day ahead. After these tasks, he gets dressed and prepares for breakfast. John's breakfast is usually simple. He likes to have a bowl of cereal or a piece of toast with jam. Sometimes, he enjoys a cup of coffee, which gives him the energy he needs to start his day. Breakfast is an important part of his morning because it helps him feel energized and focused. John knows that if he skips breakfast, he will feel tired and sluggish for the rest of the day. Once John has eaten his breakfast, he starts thinking about the rest of his day. He checks the time to make sure he's not running late, and then he gets ready to leave the house. Going to work is the next big part of his day, but before he leaves, he makes sure he has everything he needs: his keys, phone, and wallet. John's morning routine is simple but effective. It helps him get ready for the day, feel organized, and stay on track. By sharing his routine with you, he hopes to show you how daily routines can help you use English in a natural way. As you listen to John's story, try to think about your own daily routine. What do you do when you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? How do you prepare for your day? These are the questions that will help you practice English and improve your speaking skills. So, now that you know a little about John's morning routine, think about how you can describe your own morning in English. Using simple words and phrases like wake up, get up, and have breakfast can help you talk about your day in a way that is easy to understand. As you continue to listen to John's story, keep in mind how he organizes his day and how you can do the same in English. By the end of this lesson, you will feel more confident talking about your daily routine, and you will have learned some new words that you can use every day. In the next part of this lesson, we will explore the rest of John's day, from his work to his evening activities. Stay tuned and let's continue learning together. John's day starts early in the morning. His alarm clock rings at 6 a.m. And although it's never easy for him to wake up, he knows that getting up early is important. The sound of the alarm pulls him out of his sleep, and he starts to feel the day beginning. At first, John tries to press the snooze button and sleep for a few more minutes. But soon enough, he realizes that if he wants to be productive, he must get up and get started with his day. So, he gets out of bed. Getting out of bed is always the hardest part for John, but he knows it's a necessary step. The moment he gets up, he stretches his arms and legs to loosen his muscles. This simple action helps him feel more awake and ready to face the day. John has learned that starting the day with some stretching makes him feel better and more prepared for the tasks ahead. After stretching, John heads to the bathroom. He likes to start his morning by having a shower. A shower in the morning helps John feel fresh and clean. It wakes him up completely and prepares him mentally for the day. The warm water feels soothing, and it helps him forget about the tiredness from waking up early. John finds that taking a shower helps him feel energized and ready to tackle whatever comes next. Once he finishes his shower, John brushes his teeth. Brushing his teeth is a simple but important part of his morning routine. He believes that having clean teeth makes him feel confident and ready to speak to others throughout the day. John knows that brushing his teeth twice a day, in the morning and before bed, is a good habit that keeps his mouth fresh and clean. This habit is something he never skips, as it gives him a sense of readiness to face the world. Now that John feels fresh and clean, it's time to get dressed. He opens his wardrobe and chooses a set of clothes for the day. Since he works in an office, John dresses in a button-up shirt, pants, and shoes. He makes sure everything looks neat and clean because how he dresses makes him feel good about himself. Getting dressed helps John mentally prepare for the day ahead, as it marks the moment when he transitions from being at home to being ready for work. After getting dressed, John goes to the kitchen to have breakfast. Breakfast is very important to John, as it gives him the energy he needs to start the day. Most mornings, he keeps it simple with a bowl of cereal and a glass of juice. Sometimes, if he has more time, he makes scrambled eggs or toast with jam. John likes to sit down at the table and eat his breakfast calmly before the rush of the day begins. He believes that eating a healthy breakfast makes him feel full of energy and helps him focus better when he gets to work. If he skips breakfast, John notices that he feels sluggish and finds it harder to concentrate. John always makes sure to eat something in the morning, as he knows that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It helps him stay focused and alert, especially when he has to start working or learning. He understands that starting the day with a good breakfast sets the tone for the rest of his day. After finishing his meal, John checks the time to make sure he's not running late. He wants to be on time for work, so he quickly cleans up and gets ready to leave. Once breakfast is finished, John prepares to leave the house. He checks his bag to make sure he has everything he needs for the day, his phone, wallet, keys, and any work documents he might need. He makes sure his clothes are in order and that he has everything he needs before heading out. It's a simple but essential step in his morning routine. John knows that a little bit of planning and preparation in the morning can save him time and stress later in the day. When John steps outside, he feels the fresh air and takes a deep breath. He's ready for the day, whether it's going to work or meeting friends. John feels confident knowing that his morning routine has helped him prepare for everything ahead. As he walks to the bus stop or gets into his car, John feels more awake and focused. His morning routine has helped him start the day with the right mindset. John's morning routine may seem simple, but it's a routine that works well for him. By waking up at the same time every day, getting dressed, having a shower, brushing his teeth, and eating a healthy breakfast, John sets himself up for success. He knows that each of these small actions makes a difference in how he feels and how well he can perform throughout the day. It's not about rushing through the morning or skipping steps. It's about taking the time to care for himself and make sure he's ready for whatever comes next. Now that you've learned about John's morning routine, think about your own routine. What do you do when you wake up? How do you prepare for your day? What habits do you have that help you feel ready for work or school? These simple actions, like getting up, having a shower, brushing your teeth, and having breakfast, can make a big difference in how you feel during the day. By creating a morning routine that works for you, you'll feel more prepared and confident every day. So, as you think about your own morning, remember that routines are helpful. They don't have to be complicated or long. Just a few small actions can make your day go smoothly, just like John's does. After John finishes his breakfast, it's time to start the main part of his day. His workday begins, and like many people, he has a lot of tasks to complete. The first thing John does after breakfast is make sure he is ready to leave the house. He checks the time and quickly gathers everything he needs for the day. John grabs his bag, makes sure he has his phone, wallet, keys, and any important papers for work. He also double-checks to ensure he's not forgetting anything before heading out. John knows that being prepared in the morning can help him avoid any problems later. He always tries to leave home on time so he doesn't have to rush. Once he's ready, he leaves the house and heads to work. If he's driving, he makes sure his car is ready, and if he's taking the bus, he walks to the bus stop. His commute is about 30 minutes long, and during that time, he likes to relax. On the bus, he listens to music or sometimes reads a book. John feels that this short time between home and work is a great opportunity to prepare himself for the day ahead. When John arrives at work, he starts by checking his emails and looking at his schedule for the day. He always likes to know what he needs to do so he can plan his time well. His job involves working on computers, solving problems, and helping his team with different tasks. It's not always easy, but John enjoys the challenges that come with his work. He spends a lot of time focused on his tasks, making sure he does everything carefully and correctly. John also takes more breaks during the day to stay focused. He believes that working non-stop without taking breaks can make him tired and less productive. So, every once in a while, he steps away from his desk, stretches, or takes a walk around the office. This helps him feel refreshed and ready to continue working. Taking breaks is important because it allows him to come back to his work with a clear mind and more energy. Around noon, it's time for lunch. John looks forward to his lunch break because it's a moment for him to relax and take a break from work. Usually, he eats something simple like a sandwich or a salad, but sometimes he likes to go out with his co-workers to a nearby cafe. Lunch is not just about food for John, it's also a time to talk and laugh with friends. He feels that having a good lunch break helps him feel better and gives him more energy to finish the rest of the day. After lunch, he feels ready to get back to work and complete the tasks on this list. When John is back at his desk, he continues working. He might attend meetings or collaborate with his team on different projects. Working with his colleagues is important to him because it allows him to share ideas and solve problems together. Sometimes, John has to think deeply about the work, and that can take time. He knows that when he focuses, he can complete tasks more quickly and efficiently. John also uses his daytime to learn new things. Whether it's reading a book, attending a webinar, or talking to a colleague, he believes that learning is an important part of his job. Every day, John tries to learn something new, even if it's something small. This helps him grow in his career and improves his skills. He enjoys being able to learn from others and improve himself every day. As the afternoon goes on, John keeps working and making progress on his tasks. He checks things off his to-do list, feeling satisfied as he gets closer to finishing the work for the day. Even though some parts of his job can be difficult, John feels good knowing that he's doing his best. His focus and hard work pay off when he completes a task or solves a problem. Around 3:30 p.m., John starts to feel tired from working all day. He usually takes a short break to stretch or grab a snack. This helps him feel better and ready to finish the rest of the workday. John knows that staying focused and taking care of himself throughout the day helps him do his job well. Finally, at 5 p.m., John's workday comes to an end. He feels a sense of relief knowing that he has completed his tasks for the day. Before leaving the office, he makes sure his desk is clean and organized, so it's easier to start again tomorrow. John checks his phone to see if there are any last-minute emails or messages he needs to respond to. Once everything is taken care of, he heads home. John's daytime routine is full of work and activities that help him stay productive. He plans his time well, takes breaks when needed, and learns new things to improve his skills. Throughout the day, he focuses on his work, but he also makes sure to take care of himself and stay energized. By following this routine, John is able to stay on track and complete his tasks efficiently. His daytime routine may seem simple, but it's a big part of what keeps him organized and successful. As you think about your own daytime routine, consider how you can organize your time to be more productive. Whether you work, study, or do other activities, having a routine can help you stay focused and achieve your goals. Remember, taking breaks and learning new things every day can also help you improve. After a busy day at work, John finally heads home. The evening is the time when he can relax and unwind. As he walks through the door, he feels a sense of relief. The comfort of home is always a welcome feeling after a long day of work. John knows that taking time in the evening to relax and enjoy his personal space is important for his well-being. It's a moment when he can recharge before the next busy day starts. The first thing John does when he gets home is take a deep breath and enjoy the quiet. He often greets his family if they are around. Sometimes his wife is home, and they catch up on their day. They talk about their work, the things they've learned, and even small things that happen throughout the day. This time together is important for John because it helps him feel connected to the people he loves. Whether it's a quick chat or a longer conversation, it gives him a break from the fast pace of work. John believes that spending time with his family helps him stay grounded and reminds him of the important things in life. After spending a little time with family, John often goes to the kitchen to prepare for dinner. Dinner is one of his favorite times of the day because it's a moment to enjoy a good meal and relax. John likes to cook simple but healthy meals. Sometimes he prepares pasta or grilled chicken with vegetables. Other times he might have a salad with some bread. No matter what he eats, John always tries to make sure his dinner is balanced and good for his body. He enjoys cooking because it allows him to be creative and unwind from the stress of the day. While John is having dinner, he usually sits at the table with his family. It's important for him to eat with others, as it helps him feel more connected. They talk about their day, share stories, and laugh together. Dinner is a time when John can slow down and enjoy the food without rushing. This time of the day is about more than just eating. It's about spending time with those he cares about. It's also a time when John can reflect on the day and relax his mind before bedtime. Once dinner is over, John likes to take a short break. Sometimes he watches a little bit of TV to unwind. He enjoys watching his favorite shows or movies, as it helps him relax. Watching TV is something John does to take his mind off work and enjoy some entertainment. He believes that it's important to have time for fun and relaxation in the evening. Watching TV for a little while helps him switch off from work and feel refreshed. After watching TV, John makes sure to clean up the kitchen. He doesn't mind doing the dishes or putting things away because it helps him feel organized. He finds that keeping the house clean is part of making his evening peaceful. After the cleaning, John takes time to relax for a while. Sometimes he reads a book or listens to music, depending on his mood. These small activities help him feel calm and ready for a good night's sleep. Before going to bed, John has a simple night hygiene routine. He goes to the bathroom to brush his teeth. Brushing his teeth is an essential part of his evening routine. It helps him feel fresh and clean before bed. After brushing his teeth, John likes to wash his face. This makes him feel even more relaxed and ready to sleep. John understands the importance of these small habits. They help him feel comfortable and ready to rest after a long day. Now that he's feeling fresh and clean, John prepares for bed. He puts on comfortable clothes and makes sure his bedroom is tidy. John likes his bedroom to be a peaceful place because it's where he will sleep and recharge for the next day. He turns off the lights, climbs into bed, and takes a moment to relax before going to sleep. John finds that taking a few moments to unwind before bed helps him sleep better sometimes. He thinks about the good things that happen during the day, or he simply clears his mind and focuses on resting. John's evening routine is simple but effective. It's a time for him to relax, reflect on his day, and prepare for tomorrow. After a busy day at work, he enjoys winding down with his family, having a healthy dinner, and doing a few activities that help him feel calm. His evening routine allows him to let go of the stress from the day and focus on what's important: his health, his family, and his peace of mind. As you think about your own evening routine, consider how you can make time to relax and take care of yourself. Whether it's spending time with family, watching TV, reading a book, or simply doing some light cleaning, these small actions can help you feel calm and prepared for the next day. A good evening routine can help you sleep better and wake up ready to face the day with energy. Just like John, you can create your own evening routine that works for you and helps you feel at ease after a busy day. Now that you've learned about John's daily routine, it's time to think about your own routine. John's day is made up of simple but important activities, from waking up in the morning to relaxing in the evening. He starts his day with a routine that helps him feel fresh and prepared, and he finishes his day by spending time with his family and resting. His routine is not too complicated, but it gives him the structure and balance he needs to stay productive and healthy. One of the most important things you can take away from John's routine is the idea of starting your day with good habits. Whether it's waking up at a certain time, having breakfast, or getting ready for the day, these small actions help you begin your day with a clear mind. John knows that by following his morning routine, he sets himself up for a more successful and productive day. By making small changes to your own morning routine, you can also start your day feeling more organized and ready to face whatever comes your way. Another thing to remember is the importance of having a routine during the day. John spends his work hours being productive, taking small breaks, and learning new things. He knows that by staying focused and organized, he can get his tasks done more efficiently. You don't have to have the same job or schedule as John to benefit from this idea. Having a plan for your day, whether it's school, work, or other activities, can help you manage your time and stay on track. It's important to take breaks, stay focused, and use your time wisely so that you can get everything done without feeling overwhelmed. John's evening routine is also a key part of his day. After work, he takes time to relax and spend time with his family. Dinner is not just a meal for John. It's a time to connect with his loved ones and reflect on his day. His evening routine helps him unwind and prepare for a good night's sleep. This is something that everyone can benefit from. Whether it's spending time with family, watching a favorite show, or just reading a book, relaxing in the evening helps you clear your mind and get ready for the next day. The idea of having a routine is not just about doing the same things every day. It's about creating habits that make you feel good and help you achieve your goals. John's routine is a good example of how simple actions can have a big impact on your life. You don't need a perfect routine to feel successful or productive. What matters most is that your routine works for you and helps you feel organized, balanced, and happy. As you think about your own routine, try to find ways to make it better. You can start by adding simple habits like waking up at the same time each day, having a healthy breakfast, and taking breaks during your day. These small changes can help you feel more focused and energized. It's also important to remember that a good routine includes time for rest and relaxation. Don't forget to take care of yourself and make time for the things that make you feel happy and relaxed. By following a routine like John's, you can improve your productivity, your mood, and your overall well-being. Whether you're working, studying, or spending time with friends and family, having a routine gives you a sense of control and helps you make the most of each day. And just like John, you'll find that having a routine can make your day feel more fulfilling and less stressful. In the end, creating a routine is about finding balance. It's about knowing when to focus and when to relax. It's about taking care of your body, your mind, and your relationships. John's routine helps him stay productive at work, enjoy his time at home, and feel good about himself. You can do the same by creating a routine that works for you. So, take a moment to think about your own day. What habits can you start today to make your routine better? With a little planning and effort, you can create a routine that helps you feel organized, happy, and ready to take on whatever comes your way.